If you are an amazing individual over 65, perhaps a retired teacher, an engineer, or a lifetime traveler, and you feel like a battery that refuses to hold a charge, this story is for you. We are not talking about old age tiredness. We are talking about the kind of bone-deep exhaustion that turns your vibrant retirement into a beige blur. It is the unshakable feeling that someone secretly hit the off switch on your life's energy, stealing your days, your joy, and your independence. This is the story of 3 incredible seniors who faced this exact crisis, and the single, simple morning ritual that brought their life back from the brink. The agony of the achiever, Herr Klaus, 70. Our first hero is Herr Klaus, 70 years old. Klaus was a powerhouse, a retired high-level engineer from Munich, always running, always building. He planned to spend his retirement cycling the Alps and finally finishing the antique clock he started 30 years ago. But now, Klaus faces his greatest enemy, not on the assembly line, but every morning at 7:00 a.m., the terrifying, crushing weight of his own duvet. The moment his alarm rings, his body feels heavy, his muscles ache, and a wave of pure, debilitating inertia washes over him. He calls it the life battery syndrome. He feels like he is permanently running on 5% power. His biggest fear is not his health insurance, but the chilling loss of choice. He can no longer choose to go hiking. He must choose to sit down. He can no longer choose to play for hours with his grandkids. He has to choose the couch. His dear wife, Elsa, sees the defeat in his eyes. He is terrified of becoming a prisoner in his own beautiful home. His doctor, unfortunately, gave him the worst advice of all. It's normal, just slow down. Klaus knew this was a betrayal. He was not just tired, he was experiencing a systemic breakdown, a failure deep within the heart of his biology. He needed a key to restart his life. The scientific betrayal, the collapse of the energy engines. Klaus's exhaustion was not a moral failure. It was a crisis happening deep inside his cells, a silent biological disaster affecting nearly every person over 60 or over 50. Think of your body's cells as busy cities. Inside every cell, you have thousands of tiny power plants called mitochondria. These are the magnificent microscopic engines that convert the food you eat and the oxygen you breathe into pure, usable energy currency, known as ATP. If your mitochondria are firing, you have energy. If they are sputtering, you have chronic fatigue. The central tragedy of aging is that your mitochondria begin to break down, leak, and slow to a crawl. The essential spark plug, the ignition key for these energy engines, is a crucial molecule called CoQ10, coenzyme Q10. This vital fuel tank empties over the decades due to natural wear and tear, chronic stress, and, most horrifyingly, is actively stolen by some of the most widely used medications for seniors, like cholesterol-lowering statins. The power plants go dark. They cannot generate the energy needed for your brain to think clearly, your heart to beat strongly, or your muscles to carry your weight. Klaus wasn't mentally weak. He was living through a systemic, cellular energy blackout. The promise, the secret to turning the power back on Klaus was desperate. He started looking at the science of longevity and cellular repair. He realized that the solution wasn't found in more caffeine or more rest. It was found in supplying the body with the exact missing molecular key to rebuild and reignite the mitochondria. He discovered a single, simple morning ritual that acts as the ultimate mitochondrial reignition key, a molecule that could rapidly refill the CoQ10 tank and restore his energy engines to their youthful operating capacity. This simple, quick step, taken right at the moment his body demanded energy, first thing in the morning, began to transform his life. He felt the heavy blanket of fatigue lift. He felt the fire return to his limbs. He felt the urge to start his day with purpose again. This was the foundation of the morning energy ritual that restored not just his physical stamina, but his emotional and mental independence. In Part 2, we will introduce the other two extraordinary seniors. Mrs. Evelyn, whose exhaustion was destroying her social life and memory, and Mr. David, whose body was failing him on his beloved nature walks. More importantly, I will reveal the precise name of the mitochondrial reignition key and show you the exact, simple step they all took to completely eliminate their crippling chronic fatigue. This is your moment to find the off switch and turn your life back on. Stay tuned. If you are still with us, you recognize the agony of Herr Klaus, the successful senior who felt his independence crushed by profound fatigue. His problem was not lack of effort. It was a cellular energy blackout caused by failing mitochondria. But Klaus was not alone. This insidious fatigue attacks the very core of a fulfilling life, affecting every dimension from social engagement to physical strength. Now, meet two more individuals over 60 whose stories will resonate deeply and whose transformation reveals the full power of the morning energy ritual. The quiet collapse of the socialite, Mrs. Evelyn, 65. Our second hero is Mrs. Evelyn, 65, a retired teacher from London. Evelyn used to be the life of the party, a natural leader, and the one who remembered every birthday and every name. Her greatest joy was hosting her weekly bridge club and engaging in lively, sharp-witted conversations. But the chronic fatigue hit Evelyn differently. It attacked her brain first. She started noticing the dreaded afternoon slump right when the bridge club started. Her focus would vanish. Her thoughts would become foggy. And worst of all, she would struggle to remember the names of her closest friends. She felt a burning need to withdraw and isolate herself. She was terrified of seeming slow or forgetful. This fatigue was not just physical, it was an emotional energy drain, leading to a frightening brain fog that sabotaged her social life. Evelyn found herself repeatedly canceling plans, opting for silent evenings alone, consumed by the fear of losing her sharp, active mind. She felt invisible, a person trapped behind a wall of cognitive exhaustion. Her vibrant life was shrinking, not because of age, but because her brain cells were starving for energy. The physical betrayal of the explorer. Mr. David, 75. Our third hero is Mr. David, 75, an adventurous soul, a retired park ranger who used to hike miles of rugged terrain every single morning. He found peace in motion and strength in nature. David's fatigue manifested as a profound muscular weakness. He was not just tired. His legs felt heavy, his arms felt useless, and the simple act of climbing the stairs felt like scaling a mountain. When he tried his favorite nature walk, he would get halfway and be forced to turn back, defeated and often in pain. He called it the slowing down syndrome, the horrifying realization that his body was failing his spirit. His greatest fear was the loss of his physical freedom, the day he could no longer venture out on his own. He was desperate for anything that could restore the microscopic foundational power in his muscle cells. David understood his problem was not laziness. His muscles were suffering from a local power outage at the cellular level. The scientific breakthrough, the CoQ10 ignition key, what connects Klaus's lethargy, Evelyn's brain fog, and David's muscular weakness? The crisis of the mitochondria. They all suffered from a depletion of the same critical molecule, the mitochondrial reignition key. The scientific community calls this key molecule coenzyme Q10, often shortened to CoQ10. I call it the energy spark plug. Every single power plant, mitochondria, in your body, from your heart muscle to your brain cells, needs CoQ10 to create energy. Without it, the power plant shuts down. The good news, the secret discovered by these three amazing seniors, is that you can rapidly replenish this supply. The solution is a simple, highly absorbable form of this key molecule, taken right when your body needs it most. First thing in the morning. The morning energy ritual is built around a specific, potent form of CoQ10 called ubiquinol. This is the ready-to-use active form of the molecule, far superior to the cheaper, inactive ubiquinone version that many older bodies struggle to convert. By taking a targeted dose of ubiquinol, these seniors bypassed the failing biological process and flooded their energy centers with the fuel they needed to. Klaus, reignite his cells and feel the physical energy to leap out of bed and reclaim his independence. Evelyn, restore energy flow to her brain cells, eliminating the brain fog and allowing her to engage socially and mentally. David, refuel his muscle tissue, giving him the endurance and strength to return to his beloved hiking trails. In Part 3, the final and most crucial segment, I will provide the exact doctor-recommended dosage of ubiquinol that these seniors used. More importantly, I will reveal the simple 2-minute morning delivery hack that they combined with their ubiquinol to ensure 100% absorption, guaranteeing energy that lasts all day long. This simple trick turns a slow-acting molecule into an instant energy boost. Do not miss this final step. It is the non-negotiable insurance policy for a vibrant, energetic retirement. If you have followed the journeys of Herr Klaus, Mrs. Evelyn, and Mr. David, you know their shared enemy was the cellular energy blackout, the collapse of the mitochondria caused by the depletion of the key spark plug, coenzyme Q10. They didn't need more rest. They needed to reignite their engines. This is the final, most crucial segment. We are going to give you the exact blueprint for the morning energy ritual that transformed their lives. This includes the precise form and dosage of the mitochondrial reignition key and, most importantly, the simple 2-minute absorption hack that guarantees 100% of the energy fuel gets where it needs to go. The morning energy ritual, the ubiquinol formula. The secret to success for seniors and individuals over 60 is choosing the correct form of CoQ10. As you learned, the aging body struggles to convert the inactive form, ubiquinone, into the active, usable form, ubiquinol. Klaus, Evelyn, and David all switched to a high-quality ubiquinol supplement. This is the ready-to-use fuel that bypasses the age-related breakdown process and delivers power instantly to your heart, muscles, and brain. The molecule, ubiquinol, CoQ10's active form. Tip: the dosage, 100 to 200 milligrams mg, taken once daily. For deep, chronic fatigue like Klaus and David experience, starting with 200 milligrams for the first 30 days is often recommended by specialists. The timing, immediately upon waking. You want to flood your system with energy fuel at the moment your body is preparing for the day's demands. 2. The 2-minute absorption hack, the non-negotiable step. Here is the vital, non-negotiable step that all 3 retirees implemented to ensure maximum effect. Ubiquinol is a fat-soluble molecule. If you take it alone with water, your gut will absorb almost none of it. This is why many people fail with CoQ10. The key is combining it with a small amount of healthy fat and a short period of movement. The fat primer. 30 seconds. Take your ubiquinol dosage with 1 teaspoon of healthy fat. This could be a spoonful of extra virgin olive oil, a few slices of avocado, or a small amount of plain Greek yogurt. This fat acts as a delivery vehicle, allowing the ubiquinol to be effectively absorbed by the intestinal walls. The movement accelerator, 90 seconds. Immediately after taking the ubiquinol and fat, perform a simple 90-second routine of light movement. Klaus performed gentle stretches near his bed. David simply walked slowly around his kitchen. Evelyn did a light march in place. This movement gently stimulates the digestive and lymphatic system, dramatically increasing the uptake of the fat-soluble ubiquinol. This 2-minute absorption hack, fat primer plus movement accelerator, is the critical step that turns an expensive supplement into a life-changing energy infusion. 3. The conclusion. Reclaiming the power to choose. The transformation for our 3 heroes was profound, and it started not with a major life overhaul, but with this small, consistent morning ritual. Herr Klaus felt the heavy shroud of fatigue lift. Within weeks, he was back on his bicycle, exploring the foothills, no longer a prisoner of his bed, but the master of his own morning. He rediscovered the joy of purposeful action. Mrs. Evelyn felt the mental fog dissipate. Her memory returned, her conversations became sharp and witty again, and she was able to return to her beloved bridge club, feeling confident, engaged, and fully present. She reclaimed her social life and her intellectual independence. Mr. David felt the strength return to his tired muscles. He started taking longer and longer nature walks, feeling the joy of physical endurance and connecting with nature once again. He reclaimed his physical freedom and sense of adventure. Their stories prove that aging does not have to mean a decline into constant exhaustion. The fatigue that steals your joy is not inevitable. It is a treatable condition caused by cellular energy starvation. By adopting the morning energy ritual, the right form of the mitochondrial reignition key, combined with the 2-minute absorption hack, you give your body the power to recharge its batteries every single morning. Reclaim your vitality. Reclaim your independence. Reclaim the power to choose how you spend your amazing retired life. Like this video if you're ready to restart your engines. Share it with every senior who is battling fatigue, and subscribe for more science-backed secrets to a long, vibrant life.